Hello and welcome to episode 387 of the video show. This is the first episode I've made in a while, but hopefully from now on we're going to be back on track making regular videos. I've got a load of guests lined up. We're going to be talking about some really interesting stuff. And today and in the next episode, I'm going to be answering questions from different AI chat resources. So in the first video, I'm going to be answering questions from GPT, and in the second one, I'm going to be answering questions from Bard. So what I've asked is, what questions should I ask a video production company when I'm hiring them? And I'm going to go through them and answer them and also see if I think they're relevant. So I don't know what these questions are at this point. I certainly haven't prepared any answers, but I'm hoping I can sort of answer those questions and give you an idea of like how I work and how video production companies sort of work as well, and like if these questions are relevant. So in this video, we're going to be answering ChatGPT's questions. So I've asked it for 10 questions. Let's see what they are. So question 1 is, what is your experience in video production? So is this relevant for me? Like, why would you as somebody looking for video ask this? I think you want to know, like, obviously you want to know that they can do the job you want them to do. And if they've got like years of experience and they're really good at it, then I think like they're obviously going to charge a bit more for that. If they're just starting out, they're probably not going to be charging very much. So it says, request information about the company's background, portfolio and previous projects. This will help you gauge their expertise and determine if they're relevant experience in your desired style or industry. So yeah, it's a pretty good question. What's your experience? So yeah, fine. Second question is, can you provide references or client testimonials? I've got testimonials on my website. I like to sort of do testimonials as sort of like in terms of if I've been working with someone on a project basis or if it's sort of ongoing rather than just like a boom one-off video. It says asking for references allows you to reach out to previous clients and get their feedback on the company's performance, professionalism and ability to meet deadlines. But I've got a certain amount of questions that I ask, so I get a good quality testimonials from people. So, who are they? And where they're based? What company do they do? Why did they need me? What was the problem they had? Why did they choose me in particular? So that sort of gives them an idea of why they chose me over other people. How are things now? So that shows you from what things were like before, how I solved that problem. And then that gives you an idea of like the whole sort of overview. There are other questions in there as well, but I can't quite remember them at the moment. Number 3, what is your creative process? This seems like a wishy-washy question. It says understanding their creative approach and workflow will help you get an insight into how they conceptualize and execute projects. Ask about their brainstorming, script writing, storyboarding and revision processes. So I probably wouldn't get that as a question, but I would sort of take the lead in that in terms of I would say, right, this is the next step. We need to plan the shoot and this is what's going to happen. I wouldn't expect that as a question, but I'd probably sort of just say, right, this is what happens. So we plan it, then we film it, then we edit it. This is what happens, rather than wait for the question. So yeah, it's an all right question, but it's a bit like the way that's worded is a bit wishy-washy. But it says ask about brainstorming, script writing, storyboarding. I don't do all that. Like I don't script write, I don't storyboard all the time, only when it's relevant. But certainly planning is very, very important. So probably a good question to ask is like, what kind of stuff goes into the planning, and what's the process like in terms from start to finish? What happens from start to finish? What happens from start to finish is a better way to word that question. What services do you offer? So I've got a number of services on my website in terms of video and podcasting and creating shows and stuff like that. Video production can help you involve various stages such as scripting, pre-production, filming, editing, post-production. Make sure the company can handle all the necessary steps. So what I get in terms of this is they come with an idea. They've got a desired outcome. So they don't really care about what's involved in the process. They just want the desired outcome. And it's up to me to say, this is what happens, then this, and then by this time you can expect this, this, and this. So I don't think people really care about the services I offer in terms of, oh, do you do pre-production? Do you do editing? As long as I get it done, it doesn't really matter. What equipment to use? That doesn't really matter. Like, can I get the job done? Yes or no? That's the important question. And I will be honest, and not everyone will be, but I will be honest. Yes or no, Can I get the job done? If I can't, I will find someone that can. So what equipment do you use? Do you really care what cameras I use? Do you really care what audio equipment I use? Do you really care about what microphone I've got? I care about that because I'm really geeky and interested in that kind of stuff. But do you really care that this is a Rode Pod mic and I'm recording into a Rodecaster Pro and I'm using my Canon 80D to film this? You don't care. If you do care, let me know in the comments. 'Cause I don't think people really care about that. There might be like certain jobs where they have technical requirements. So it says this will help you determine the ability to determine the quality of the final product. So like, even like, do you film in 4K? Is that really relevant? Most people will be watching the videos I make on a phone. I do film in 4K, but do you really care that I do? Probably not. Can you provide a detailed cost estimate? So yeah, pricing. So yeah, breakdown of project's costs, including equipment rental, crews, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I do give a detailed. This is what it's going to cost. This is what goes into it. Boom, boom, boom. Good question. What's your turnaround time? Yeah, pretty good question as well. That varies depending on, because I'm only working as one person. That varies and depends on how busy I am and like how long the project will take. There's a lot of varying factors to that. Like how many videos do you want off the back of it, etc., etc. That's a good question, because like if you've got a deadline, you need it by next Wednesday, and I'm busy until then you're going to need somebody else to come in and do that. Do you offer revisions and edits? Nobody ever asks me this. They just assume that I do, but it's up to me to say you will get one edit, and then any changes, make some changes, second edit, and after the second edit, you will be charged extra for additional edits. I say that when I'm working with people, and I think it's important that I do say that. So that is a good question to ask. So do you offer revisions and edits? And I will explain. You get one edit, then I have feedback, and then you get a second edit. Extra edits are extra. How do you handle intellectual property rights? So as far as I'm concerned, once I've done the video, that is yours. I don't want any credit for that because you've paid me for that service. I had, when I first started, a few people say, oh, we'll put your name on it and then we won't pay you as much, or we won't pay you. We'll just say thank you and it'll be good exposure. When I first started out, fine. But now if someone said that, I would run a mile. Because like it would be clear they don't have the money for the project. So I'd probably just find someone else who's just starting out and they can help do that. So yeah, and in terms of music, I get that from a royalty-free site. So it's all signed off and that's fine. And once you've got that, that's yours to use. So I cannot use those videos in my show reel without your permission. So I can't just show like this video that I've made for you as part of my show reel without crediting you or without asking for your permission after that's done. What is your contingency plan for unforeseen circumstances? No one ever asked this, but I do have, because I've been doing this a while, I know that certain stuff happens, like equipment fails, weather conditions change and stuff like that. I'm really into this because I am obsessed with having backups for backups for backups. So as soon as I finish the project, I back up the video that I've shot to another drive, put it on Dropbox. It's all on Dropbox, so I've got it backed up as well. Always have that. If I'm out somewhere, I've got like a little box of audio equipment with various different microphones in it. So if one of the microphones don't work, I've got like 3 or 4 other microphones I can use. I bring 2 cameras with me, so if one camera doesn't work, we've still got another camera there. And I can always use this camera that I'm using as well if I need to. There's always like little contingency plans that I have. And I think any good video production company or video person that you bring on board will have those contingency plans. Because if they don't, I personally need to have that to not worry so much about what's going on, and to always have a backup. So if something fails, battery fails, I've got a box of other batteries, or I've got I can plug it into the mains and charge it and we'll be ready in 5 minutes or whatever like that. Always have backups for backups, and I learned that very early on. So I think that's a good question, but I think any video person that's any good will have backups for backups for backups for every single thing. and they can sort of prepare for little things that go wrong during the day. And yeah, I think that's a good thing. So I think some of those questions are pretty good. Hopefully I've answered them pretty well. But next time we're going to be talking to Bard, another AI chat thing, and see what questions they have, and if it's any different. So watch and listen to that one as well. That'll be out soon. And if you've got any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you on the next episode. Great to be back. Bye.